Good morning, guys. Welcome to Tuesday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. First of all, just apologies I couldn't do a video yesterday. Had a completely mad schedule from around about 10 till about 12 o'clock, so it would have been a little bit late to do it. And yeah, I didn't want to just rush through it. So apologies, weren't able to do that. But as you know, we did have a really good day yesterday, and that's the main thing. We'll get to that in just a second. Decent weekend as well, actually, with Sunday being a really good day for us with a premium tip and a next best bet double. So before we get into really talking about yesterday and going into today's racing and today's tips, just a reminder that this is the Q&A session that you are watching. So if you do have any questions about any of today's tips at all, if you've got anything that you want to raise, or if there's maybe a meeting or a certain race that we haven't covered, or maybe you're off to races in the week and you want me to take a look at something, anything like that, or there's some new suggestions that you quite like, please do feel free to join in the Q&A, or you can always email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk, get in touch via Twitter at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold if you wanted to write anything on the Facebook page, and I will always do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So, as I said, we'll take a little look at yesterday, and it was a really good day for us yesterday. It was we had a 2-to-1 premium tip winner, and then a 10-to-3 next best bet winner, and that double paid around about 12-to-1. So I think we were looking at around about 6 points to recommended stakes from the premium tip, and then it was 6.66 from the next best bet as well. So there, 12.66 profit. The double as well, that paid around about 12-to-1. So if doing that to a 1 point bet, you'd have seen another 12 points in profit there, which would have taken us to 24.66 points, and then also 1.88 profits with a 1 point win only single as well. So you can round that up to just over around about 26. Little Land didn't do the business, so it was around about 25 points in profit yesterday if you were doing that premium tip and next best bet double as well. So it was an absolutely outstanding day. 4 tips, 3 winners. Little Land didn't quite do the business. The second day on the trot, we hit the premium tip and next best bet double. Safe to say that we found a bit of form. We can go into today with plenty of confidence, and hopefully we can do something similar. That would be superb. Another premium tip and next best bet double would be just what we are after. So yeah, 2 excellent days, and we're looking to do that again today. Not the best racing in terms of quality. I actually think yesterday's was a little bit better. I do always like the racing at Windsor though, but today we go from Carlisle, Fosslas, and then this evening it's at Lingfield and Nottingham as well. So some decent enough races, and our premium tip, that goes in one of the first races of the day, the first at Fosslas, the 2:30, and our tip is Fingal's Cave, currently around about 9-4. Now, this horse was actually beaten by a short head, and I think it could have even been a nose. I think it was very close to, sort of on the line of a short head or a nose at York last time out, and I think should go, perhaps be able to go one better today, and what is a race that perhaps isn't as strong. York is a Group 1 course, and I think maidens are usually pretty sharp. And yeah, I think this horse can manage to go one better. Is improving with each run. If you look, has had a third and then a couple of seconds, and is getting closer each time. Should come into this one in actually really good form, and I think should put in a really big performance in this one today, and just that bit of experience can be vital. I don't think the horse will want to be finishing in second again. Connections will be well up for this one, and I think the horse's experience, although there is a strong, but a potentially strong Richard Hannon's horse that's unraced, I do like the look of the experience in this race, especially at a track like Fosslas, and I think Fingal's Cave could be a really good bet there. Was it around about 2-to-1 this morning, so a slight drift, but that never really concerns me at this sort of time in the morning. Hopefully that drift, to be fair, you can even say sometimes, we've had plenty of tips where a horse has drifted to 4-to-1 or whatever and done the business. Likewise, we've had horses backed into odds on and not managed to do it. So the market, although usually pretty accurate, it's not completely gospel, and do make sure that you go with a best odds guaranteed bookmaker just in case there is a drift that plays into our favour. So that's the premium tip in the 2:30 at Fosslas, Fingal's Cave at 9-4. The next best bet for today, that goes in the 5:35 at Lingfield, and it's What a Party, currently a 2-to-1 shot. That's from 9 to 4 first thing this morning. This horse actually won at Yarmouth last time out and did so impressively, I think, on that day. Has been handicapped accordingly, if you like, as you know, has taken a fair rise in the weights, but I think there still could be a fair bit more to come from this horse. Shelley Burkett has won on the horse before, and she takes a really handy £5 £5 off the horse, which I think is good. Shelley Burkett is a really good rider, I think, and well worth that £5 claim. It was actually really good value for that. If in a similar mood, I think that What a Party can take this one at Lingfield. We'll enjoy the polytrack surface, I think, because especially you're looking at it being sort of, a bit softer ground elsewhere. So I think it could be a smart move from Connections to go onto this all-weather surface, which I think this horse will enjoy. Handled Yarmouth really well. It's a left-handed track once again, which Yarmouth is, and yeah, I think plenty of promising signs for What a Party here. Currently at 2-to-1 in that 5:35 for Lingfield. Hopefully you managed to just get that 9 to 4, and let's hope that's a really good premium tip and next best bet double again. Although even if one of them wins, if that is the PT, then it could still be a really good day. The little earner for today, that goes in the 4:05 at Foss-Lass, and it's Key Society at 9-to-1. Now, this horse's form doesn't make for the prettiest reading in the last sort of 4 races or so. Hasn't been anywhere near his best, and it's been a little bit disappointing. But all of those runs have been on a good to firm surface, and I think that the horse has just found that a little bit too quick. I don't think that's the ideal surface at all. I think the 3-year-old will. I think the 3-year-olds always want to be reckoned with when there's ease in the ground. If you look at the last run on good to soft, it came a couple of months ago at Bath, and the horse managed to win. So clearly good to soft ground, or a bit of ease in the ground at least, is something that this horse likes, and at 9-to-1 he could be really well priced as well. David Probert is the man booked to take the ride as well. That's a really positive jockey booking, and right at the bottom of the weights, this horse, I think he could come into this one well handicapped, and perhaps those runs on good to firm were just to get him ready for maybe a bit of a payday on some decent ground when they get it, or the decent ground for the horse, which in this case is good to soft. So yeah, that's the 4:05 at Foss-Lass, and I really like the look of that little earner today. Does tick a few boxes, currently around about a 9-to-1 shot. Right, we have just one 1-point win only single today, so if you were keen on still doing a lucky 15, then I'd recommend premium, just the 4 tips basically. Premium tip, next best bet, this 1-point single, and then you can put the little earner in there, and that, if that wins, it will really boost any profit as well. I think potential returns, if you were to add all these up, is just over £1,000. So obviously yesterday we did the same, and all 3 won bar the little earner, but it was only ever there as a little bit of as a bank booster, and the other 3 won. I think that a lucky 15 paid around about £85 or something like that, which is certainly not to be sniffed at. But today's 1-point win only single, that goes in the 350 at Carlisle, and it's the Osteopath at 7-2. Hopefully that can go well. Looks to be good value. So yeah, they're all of today's tips, and that's just about it for today's video. As always, at the start of the week, things are a little bit quiet. I think we've got a good week coming up. I think racing from Salisbury, I believe they've got a Group 3, and then it's next week the Ebor Festival starts as well, which I really am looking forward to this year. But yeah, than that, it's a bit of a quiet Tuesday. Not loads going on. Only 4 meetings, and 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening. So it's going to be around 15 minutes or so between racing throughout the day. But really looking forward to today. As always, it's nice to be in some really good form, and hopefully we can continue that and see a really good day. But yesterday has made it almost, it's the ideal platform for a really good week. So let's continue that and have another decent day today. But thanks for watching today's video. I'll speak to you a little bit later on. Thanks, and bye-bye.